time for the deep dive. ACC tournament preview starts Tuesday at Barclays. How good has this conference been? Top 50 teams. Kenpom got 11, 4 in the top 10. Sagarin 11, 3 in the top 10. How many can make the big dance? I think 10, maybe 11 if Georgia Tech can make a run as well. And some of the best coaches in the sport may not want this one at all, though, Teddy.
Well, that's the best thing about the ACC tournament, and that's why we wanted to focus and highlight this tournament in particular, because many of the points that we want to make about all conference tournaments or all the major conference tournaments apply to the ACC. We get some great talking points we can use here with this one. Yeah, we're talking about a loaded conference. Both Pomeroy and Sagarin have 11 teams in the top 50. And who knows, 8 bids, 9 bids, 10 bids, 11 bids, crazier things have happened. But when you talk about a conference that is this deep and this loaded, and you're talking about teams like Duke and North Carolina, who, quite frankly, have bigger fish to fry than the ACC tournament, teams that legitimately are searching for a national title, guess what? Duke ain't winning this tournament, and North Carolina ain't winning this tournament. We have two coaches that aren't likely to bring their A game at any point. Look, Roy Williams has never cared for the past. The old joke is Roy Williams got a tee time on Saturday. He doesn't want to play in the tournament. And then, of course, they beat Duke, rallied from behind to beat the Blue Devils over the weekend. They got the regular season title. They got revenge. Mission accomplished for North Carolina. Nothing to prove this week. Coach K, the Duke team, once again, doesn't have any depth. It's going to take 4 games in 4 days to need it to win this tournament. And they might have to play Louisville and North Carolina back-to-back just to get to the finals. Does Coach K want to win this? He does not. I'm telling you, Duke, North Carolina, 2 teams at the very top, all the hype. We're not going to see a Duke-North Carolina final. I'd be surprised if either one makes it that far.
All right, how about a sleeper then? And there's a lot of sleepers because this conference is so deep. Look at the 8-9 game with Syracuse in Miami. And then you have Wake Forest who's sitting there. And I wasn't, what are they, the 10? I wasn't sold on Wake Forest, but look how well they are playing down the stretch. They won at Virginia Tech. They beat Louisville. They really helped out their resume. And once they take care of BC on Tuesday, it's a rematch against Virginia Tech. And then maybe you get Florida State, which could be a track meet. Things could really open up, and Wake Forest could make a run here.
Yeah, if you're looking for one of the lower-seeded teams and one of the deep sleepers, I would certainly take a look at the Demon Deacons because, again, they're a young squad. They're coming together at the right time. They played their best basketball in recent weeks. And from a confidence standpoint, they're at a level now that they weren't a month or 2 ago. And, as you mentioned, some of the favorites are going to be facing may well be vulnerable. So Wake would be the deep sleeper, but I think there are 2 teams that I'd rather bet on before Wake Forest for 2 reasons. 1, they have depth. 2, they have desire. And not that Wake doesn't have depth or desire, but I think these 2 teams a little bit better than Wake. Although, as you mentioned, if it comes down to a Wake-Florida State track meet, that'd be a fun game to watch, and Wake might be live in that one.
What do we make of Notre Dame? Who got off to a great start, hit a rough patch in the middle, and then closed strong as well. They lost a tough game at Louisville, where if they won that game, Notre Dame would have been the 2 seed in this conference.
Sure, but Notre Dame isn't built to win 4 games in 4 days. Not that type of squad. Again, we want teams that are deep and hungry. And I've talked about that I was going to give them Florida State and Louisville. Really, that's the 2 teams where the depth is there and the hunger is there and the style of play is there, Paulie. So, again, you look at the conference tournament bracket and you see reasonable paths for teams that aren't named Duke and North Carolina. You look and you say to yourself, maybe these guys are live. Unfortunately, we don't have lines to talk about right now for the ACC tournament. But, Paulie, certainly for play of the day standpoint, Florida State, Louisville, 2 teams we want to look at real hard to win the ACC tournament. And again, you're not looking at 2-1. You're not looking at plus 250. You should get reasonable returns on both of these squads. And I think that's the way to bet the ACC tournament from a future standpoint.
Hey guys, for the full video, go to sbrpicks.com.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to our channel. Now we've put a lot of work into producing all these free videos, so please help us out and keep all our content free for you forever by simply liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Now, not to mention, a visit to our industry-leading website will warm the hearts of all our SBR employees, especially myself. Now, the links are over there to the left, so do check those out. Thanks for watching.